Okay, so to make a general purpose label, we can just hit the quick button on the labeler, type our label, test label, hit print, top right, and out comes our label. It's an automatic cutter, so as soon as the label's done printing, it's cut. The backing is split, which means it's pretty easy to just pull the backing paper off and apply the label wherever we might want to apply it. Apply it on top of the labeler. I'll probably take that off at some point, but it gives you the idea. And we've made our first label. But if we wanted to label a cable, the cable wrap laminated wire labels are probably the best way to do it. So we'll swap our label tape, open the back of the machine, pull out the label that was in there, replace it with our laminated wrap. We're going to get a message on screen that a new label cartridge has been inserted. So we hit OK. We're not going to save the existing label. It's going to take us back home. And now the first option selected is our laminated cable wrap. So we hit OK to that. And now we can do another label. Hit the print button. And out comes our label. So this label, we've got our printed portion, and then this is a clear laminating flag below the label. These backings aren't split, so there's no super easy way to get the label off. What I found works best is a razor knife, fold the side over, and then slide the knife carefully between the frame. There's a little frame on the side of it and the backing paper. It's a little bit tedious, but I missed again. There we go. Knife under there. Now I can peel it back fairly easily. And now to apply to the label, we just push it onto the label, work out any bubbles, and wrap it around. And now you can see that clear portion wraps back around and protects our label. So there's two layers there, the label underneath and then the clear portion on top. But how about if we want to label a larger cable? So we'll start with the existing label. We'll print one of those. And what we're going to see is they're not super well suited. So first we'll peel this off. Same thing with folding back the side and then working our knife in between the label and the backing paper. And of course it takes longer when I'm filming the video than any other time. Good grief. Okay, there we go. Work that in between. Now if we put it on here, we're going to see our laminating flag doesn't make it once around. It doesn't even make it around the cable. And so now, in order to work this one around, we can't work it around, so we can't protect the label as we would like. And as the cable flexes, there goes the label lifting up, and I don't feel real good about how long this label is going to last on here. So instead of these shorter flag labels, Dymo also makes the labels with a 4-inch length, of which almost 3 inches is the flag. So we're going to get a message from here. Oops, got a message that the cartridge is missing. I hadn't pushed it in all the way. And now we get a message that we've inserted a new cartridge, so it's going to clear the label. And we're going to type our test cable label. I do it on 2 lines to keep the text bigger. If it was all on 1 line, the text would get very small as it got wider. Hit the print button, and what we'll see this time is a much longer label comes out. The actual label part isn't very long or wide, but we've got this nice long flag that'll help us wrap all the way around the cable and protect the label once it's on there. So same deal with working the knife in between. We've got our label. Now we can attach this, but now when we go to wrap around, it makes it, when we wrap around, it makes it all the way around the label and then some. So label's not lifting when we flex the cable. I feel real good about how long that's gonna last on the cable. And we've got a better solution. These are available in, I think, 2 or 3 different widths. So you can get them as wide as these guys, but with the much longer flag, you can get around. This is a 4/0 battery cable, about as wide as anything you're likely to label. So I think that works out pretty well. And obviously these can be applied once an end is already on, around a cable much bigger than you would get heat shrink around, etc. So it gives you a lot of flexibility.